My name is Trajan Bell, and I'm an upcoming junior in the fall 2020 semester. I'm from Columbus, Georgia, and I currently serve as the student body president for the Student Government Association. What qualities inspired me to honestly become a member of the Student Government Association, even on the e-board, was that I am a popular face around campus. I won Mr. Laker Hall my freshman year. I was Mr. Mighty Fine for Beauty and Brains. I also served as a member of SGA for 2 years, 1 year serving as the Student Affairs Chair, meaning that I had a team of people working under me. I also was a member on the RA staff for housing. I also was a member on the housing staff my freshman year as a community assistant, which is basically their during our operations people, answering phones, questions, doing things for the residents. So if I had to say what inspired me is just that I always had some type of leadership role since I've been in Clayton State. If I could encourage people to join organizations and have leadership positions, or like I said, just join organizations, period, I would just say if you want change for your school, then you have to take steps to do so. A lot of us find ways to complain about things and things about what we don't like rather than being an easy fix to the problem. We can be a quick solution more than what we really think. And I think that's the biggest thing that we have to keep in mind when it comes to joining organizations or even joining my organization, which focuses on more like broad issues around campus. So last year, like I said, I was the Mr. Mighty Fine King of Beauty and Brains, which is an organization that focuses on women empowerment. Being the Mr. Mighty Fine King is really more of a big role than what it looks like, because you really serve as trying to get men to come to events, men to come state their opinions on situations that females want to hear other point of views on. I also last year served as a resident assistant, and I honestly love my residents. They were nice, they were problematic at times, sometimes we bumped heads, but they were really cool. And last year, like I said, I was also the Student Affairs Chair for the Student Government Association. With my previous leadership skills and the upcoming fall semester, I just plan on bettering myself. That's all I could just hope for while holding my leadership position. I potentially want to get my organization to grow. The Student Government Association is an organization that is funded by the school, and we really have very little to none support sometimes. And I really just want to get our name out there more. I think students aren't aware that even though your name isn't on our rosters or list of members that's in the organization, you are actually a member of the organization, because no matter what, if you present an issue to us, we will find a solution for your issue regardless of anything that's going on. So this year, I want to really gain connections with more of the students, get my face out there, get my team's face out there, and just hope to make this school as best as it could be. So what encouraged me to even join the Student Government Association, which I think itself is a leadership position, what encouraged me was the vice president my freshman year. Her name was Destiny Lambert, and she was a RA my freshman year as well. I remember coming in as a bridge student, and for those who may not know, bridge students are students that didn't really get accepted into the school, so they have to come at least a summer semester early and take classes to meet requirements to get admitted into the school. So hearing things like that, and having to come to school early, getting my summer break taken away from me, it was just very eye-opening, like it's time to get right. So it really encouraged me to get very strong on academics. It encouraged me to be involved. And Destiny really played a huge part in getting me to be active because I also was shy when I first came on campus. Even dating back to like a home situation, I had an older brother, two older brothers, and a sister that was in school, and they didn't really make it all the way out, at least not yet. So just coming in as the very last child, it was pressure on me to get that degree because I know my mom wants a child with a degree, and I'm going to be determined to get her that degree. So I'm just here to make my mom proud. I'm here to make my friends proud, my dad, everyone. And that's just what really encourages me to be involved. I would also say I had friends that served on leadership positions that also have taught me into taking steps because I also question myself like many students do when it comes to fulfilling those positions. More than what people may think, the school resources helped out a lot, from the writer studio to academic success, even going to the hub when you don't know how to do something and just figuring it out. Those really help a lot when it comes to knowing more about what's going on around campus and keeping yourself up to date as far as academic goes. On a social aspect, I think what really helped me is who you know. It's all about really who you know. I had, like I said, a lot of friends that had leadership positions, which if I hang out with a leader, I want to be a leader myself. I'd rather just not be following under anybody or doing anything that anybody else would want me to do. So I really like to utilize just people that I know as well when it comes to gaining my knowledge more on things. But I will say I think Clayton State just helps all around, from having professors that are willing to meet with you a lot, to even having an advisor for my organization who, if you need help with something or figuring out where to go when you have certain issues, he guides you in the right direction. So I like that the departments within the school help build a foundation for yourself. It helps way more than what it really comes off to help. One of the hardest challenges I faced while I have been at Clayton was being a resident assistant. From having to write violations, I had to break up fights, I had to call parents. I even dealt with a situation that was very crazy. It's just a lot to take in as a resident assistant, but I will say I recommend anybody to do it because it really does teaches you a lot how to handle situations, especially when it's critical situations that requires a lot of thinking. So I think one of my biggest challenges was that one of my closest residents had got some new roommates, and their new roommates and them were just bumping heads, and it came off that I was taking sides of my friend more than just actually listening to the conversation and being more broad about how I was thinking, which caused me to get pulled in my supervisor's office. And I had to sit down with my residents and actually kind of understand more of what they were saying and see where the miscommunication was happening on all aspects of the situation. So I think that was probably one of my most difficult situations because though I wasn't trying, I was taking sides. And I think that's the most hardest part about being a leader is, fussing and doing everything that you have to make sure you have to do, and just advocating in the right way and being a problem solver is a lot that that gets thrown on you, but you have to be very quick on your feet with handling those situations. And you have to also consider how everybody may feel from what you're doing.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it turned out better.
I think my biggest success that I've had at Clayton State would be winning the Mr. Mighty Fine King for Beauty and Brains. It's just crazy because I remember when I first signed up for it, I signed up because of my friend Tia, and I was like, yeah, no, like I don't want to do it. I used to kind of practice with attitudes, halfway doing things. And out of somewhere, it just, I got motivated with the help of my friends. They used to stay with me late nights, practicing speeches, from my talents. They just helped me do it all. And though my competitors didn't win, they were like a challenge. Like, they were hard. So I'm glad that I did do that and, get my face out there. And I do think that's one of the main reasons that my face is a common face on campus, because of how active Beauty and Brains is. And just to have that support and stuff was just, wow. I loved it.
Okay. Thank you. And Beauty and Brains is, you write down, well, you Beauty and Brains put in work, because I get so many flowers. I can remember y'all events just from the top of my head.
Yes,
so consistent.
Yes.
So congratulations on the success and the motivation, and just inspiring, because you're inspiring tomorrow leaders. Even if you don't see it, that's a legacy that you're leaving behind. So you've taken the time to kind of walk us step by step on your journey, your vision, your mission, and what you plan to do this upcoming school year. My last question for you is that I want to know, what advice do you have for future leaders? Why should they pursue leadership opportunities based on the experiences and the successes and challenges that you've made during your journey?
So advice I would give to future leaders is, don't feel bad about things that you do. I know the biggest thing that a lot of leaders try to figure out is, how can I please everybody, especially when it comes to like being in charge of organizations. Like, how can my event be good for everybody, and how can I ensure people are coming and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to please everybody, as harsh as that may sound. But I think little change is big change. So regardless of what you do, you have some type of positive effect on that organization, even if y'all have 0 events, but your members done got closer with each other, just from having meetings or just talking with each other, being in group chats. I say never be shy of what you would like to accomplish, because can't nobody guide you on how to do anything besides yourself. Another thing would be connect, get out and know people. That's just one of it just puts it puts less pressure on you to actually go out and meet people that, like I said, can guide you through things, that can talk you through how to handle certain situations. But even if you get lost and you big dog and you really don't know who you can go to, it's just good to have people in other organizations or faculties and staff members just help you out. I think it's all about really having connections. If I should say why I think people should pursue a leadership position, as I stated before, I think you should pursue being a leader because you are the change that will be made. Which is why I'm pressing to get my organization out, because we do a lot of changing on campus, and it goes unnoticed, it goes unseen, and honestly, people don't know that they can come to people and even talk to people to get some problems that they may be having in class or with housing. They don't know that they have people that can actually work with them to get those problems fixed and figured out. So I say, if you want change, I know a lot of people are like, oh, we want Clayton State to be better with homecoming and things like that. So what can you do to help us do that? I know one of the biggest things I'm going to try to push to do this year is get more members to join the Alumni Association, which partially funds homecoming. So for anybody that wants a bigger homecoming, all of that, get people to sign up for Alumni Association. If you want new organizations, find you some members that's going to sign a petition and support your organization and get it started. like I said, Beauty and Brains is an organization that probably started off with 10 members and became one of the largest organizations on Clayton State. Within a year, they had 100 members, just from connections and getting out there, putting their face out there and doing things like that. So don't be shy to run to anybody and be the change that you want. It's not really, that hard, but I know it's very challenging for people to face certain positions and am I qualified or do I have enough time? You make time for what you have to. You make time for what you really need to do. So I say if you really would like to do it, then be that change.